Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Nurse Melissa Thomas Scott went viral last week after quitting her job at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital in Albany, Georgia, after being asked to go to the COVID-19 floor. Now, she said that her supervisor knew that she was a breast cancer survivor, so she already had a pre-existing condition. She also had 5 children at home in which she could not self-quarantine and be away from because her husband was out of town working. So I posted this very same video on my Instagram, and I actually said that I agreed with her, and there were so many people in the comments with mixed emotions, some agreeing and others saying that this is what she signed up for. If you haven't already seen the video, we'll go ahead and play it for you now, and then I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
So I just got to work. I'm not trying to be unprofessional. I'm upset. I just quit my job. I clocked in, found out that I'm being sent to a corona floor when they know that I have kids at home who I can't send away to stay away from me. My manager sent me to a floor that is being tested for corona. She knows my health history. She knows all of this. I quit. I care about the patients and all, but my family and my life, they matter. They come first. Lavika Stewart is evil. She's evil. She knows my health history. I told her my kids don't have anybody to go to while they're here. I can't send my kids away like everybody else. I'm done. I'm leaving. My life matters and my kids matter. Screw this.
Now, unbeknownst to Melissa, she did not realize that this video would go viral. She honestly just took to her Facebook page in anger. She also didn't realize that her name and the name of her hospital appeared on the badge, which was also in the video. Now, she took to her Facebook page a couple of days after quitting and said this: "For the few idiots saying I quit my job for attention and money, first of all, let me say while I love my job, it did not pay the bills. I wasn't even full-time. I didn't have insurance or benefits. Do you seriously think I wanted to walk away from a job that I was dedicated to and was very good at? I never expected this to get this big and reacted out of hurt, fear, and stress. I was deeply hurt and upset when I made the video and honestly regret my decision. At this point though, it needs to be heard because what happened was right, and there are so many others who have gone through similar situations. The positive feedback I am receiving definitely outweighs the few negatives. Those who know me know the truth." Now, I'm no medical professional, don't get me wrong, but I still see no wrongdoing on her part. But let's listen to her Tamron Hall interview, and then I'll be back with more.
So you are defined as having a pre-existing condition, even
Right.
though you're a healthcare worker.
Exactly. I still have to see my oncologist every 3 months, as a matter of fact. So I wasn't supposed to go back to these units from what I was told.
But you ended up going back to this unit, not only to this corona floor, but your hospital, currently the largest number of cases in Georgia, are at the hospital where you worked.
We're one of the leading. I don't know if we're the top ranked. I haven't checked the latest numbers, but we have a pretty large amount of cases at our hospital.
So you have this huge, influx of people coming in, diagnosed and not, but showing symptoms. You already have a compromised immune system. And to add to that, as I understand, you felt that you didn't have the proper protective gear that we're hearing so many other healthcare workers talk about around the country.
There's a nationwide shortage of PPE, protective personal equipment. So we're being required to reuse the same gown and same mask the entire shift. I, as well as others, we don't feel that that's safe because prior to this pandemic, that's not how we did it. If we went into a room, came out, had to go back in again, we got something totally new. So, yes.
So when I saw the video, I thought, did she snap? Had she been fed up? Because listen, all the healthcare workers I know, I've got nurses in my family, y'all do this because you love this job. You want to
Right.
help and serve people. Was this a snap decision? Was it a rash decision?
Okay, let me just say that I reacted out of stress, fear. I was already, worried about everything because my husband expressed the concern that he didn't want me to go because of not having the protective gear. He said, if they don't have the supplies to protect you, you don't need to be assigned to those patients. He's away. Another concern is he's working in another state. If I were to come into contact with something and have to be quarantined, there's no one here to care for my children. I'm their primary provider right now. So there were a lot of factors behind it. I love my job, let me just say that. I've been a nurse for 3 years now, and I care about my patients. I did not want to leave my job.
Do you want to go back? Do you want to rejoin your colleagues or a different hospital and get back out there and deal with these cases and help people?
I worked hard for my nursing degree. Of course, I don't want to just give up nursing. That's not even the thing. And I love where I work. I doubt since I went to social media, they're not going to let me come back. And I do regret how I handled it. But like I said, you're not thinking clearly when you're upset. I have a great working relationship with all of my coworkers. They don't agree with how it was handled. If the opportunity were there, of course I would go back. There's still other patients that need to be cared for. I regret how I handled it because if I would have remained calm and just thought it through, I wouldn't be here right now.
Real quick, do you have a message to other healthcare workers who might be at that brink, whatever the circumstance, where they go home and they just feel that this is too much to handle? What's your advice?
What we're going through right now, it's very important, and we need all the help that we can get in the healthcare field to combat this epidemic, or this pandemic, I'm sorry. But at some point, your life matters, your health matters, your family matters. And I just feel like I was left with no other choice, basically. Just, I don't know, show compassion in situations, act like you care about your colleagues, and we can get through this together. I mean, there's a way to handle things, basically.
Melissa, thank you so much for talking with me. I can hear it in your voice and your words that if you had it to do again, maybe things would have played out in a different way. But the stress is tough, and at least we appreciate you sharing your story beyond what we saw on social media. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you for having me, Tamron. Thank you so much.
So I want to pose this question to you. Now that you have the knowledge of knowing that she previously had cancer, which means she had a weakened immune system that wouldn't be as strong as someone who had not gone through it, knowing that this is an airborne disease that is literally taking out people with weakened immune systems, also knowing that she had 5 kids at home that she could not quarantine from, do you think she made the right decision? Now, I honestly still stand for her. However, putting this on social media, outing your boss, puts up a red flag for when it's time to get hired again at the next facility. I highly doubt she will be rehired at this facility, but the next facility, this does put up a red flag for. I do understand she was frustrated. I can't say that I would not feel the same way, but taking your issues to social media sometimes can hurt you in the long run. I do hope that she's able to reinstate a job somewhere, obviously not at this hospital, but somewhere else. I have a family member that's working on the front line. I just want to thank all of the healthcare workers, whether you're a janitor, nurse, doctor, anybody that's working in a hospital, helping out others that are going through this right now. My hats are off to you. You're working tirelessly to make sure that these people are taken care of. We are going through an unprecedented time at this point, which none of us could have imagined would have happened, but it is happening. And I just want us to stick together and get through this. This is all. What I need you guys to do is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Miss Melissa Thomas Scott and her decision in quitting her job and putting it on social media. Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Now, before I end this video, I want to tell you about a company called Ash Kicking. Now, you know your girl Chronicles would not promote a company without doing one of those thorough Chronicle Speaks investigations, honey, and Ash Kicking definitely passed the test. Y'all make sure to check out ashkicking.com for one of the best 100% natural home fragrance and beauty products, honey, and use my code Chronicles at checkout for an extra 15% off just for you. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.